the Lord for being, when I tell you a keeper, everyone, the Lord has truly been a keeper. Now, SLED. Oh, man, I got a long list, y'all. I got a list. And corruption is corruption. It don't matter who you are. SLED is the heart of South Carolina. It's the heart. Everything get approved through SLED, everything. Now, when Richland County was acting the way they was acting, I just knew that I could trust SLED, but they can't be trusted either. Now, I'm going to tell you how unprofessional they are. It's like I said, ain't no shame in my game. You know, it's, you unprofessional, you unprofessional. I mean, it is what it is. And it's wrong. It's really wrong. Now, I went to SLED and I talked with the captain that's over SLED. The captain that's over SLED. I talked with him and I was explaining some issues that I was having concerning Richland County. And I wanted him to help me and everything. And I told them Richland County, they was following me. Oh yeah, yes they was. They was following me. Even when I went to pick up when I went to Sergeant Gunter for him at the Columbia Police Department, where they assisted me with the doing the incident report. I thought I had to go back to that office, but I didn't have to go there. I had to go to the one downtown. Y'all know, those who live here in Columbia, they know what I'm talking about. So I end up going back to the office there. So as I was leaving, some of their friends, but not Columbia Police Department, I know it was some Richland counties up in there. I gets in my vehicle to head to the one on Main Street to go pick up the incident report. Richland County, and they look undercover following me. And this was going on for a long period of time. They had my house phone bugged. They had my cell phone bugged. And I had to deal with all of this here following me too. And it was getting tiresome. And I had to get to the point, they was following me, one cut me off this way, one cut me off that way, It was like bam, 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 But I went on because I know, by me being a mother, I know I had to take care of business. I know I had to do what I had to do. So I didn't let that intimidated me. I did what I had to do. Went to talk with the captain of SLED and explained the issues to them, what I was dealing with. Because at that time, I was driving a 2003 Trailblazer. That's what I was driving. So see, they was familiar with what I drive, you know, because I went there so many times, you know, to file a report. They turned me down, and then, you know, they see me in the street. So they knew everything. So what I told the captain of SLED, I said, they following me. I said, I'm having issues with them. And I told them about this one particular person. Don't get scared and nervous. I ain't going to call your name. I'm not going to call your name. And I was telling them about this one person that I knew that worked for the Richland County Sheriff Department, and based on some things that he did, which I know he did. So the captain, this is what he told me to do. He said, well, Miss Jameson, he said, what you do, now he's the captain. If anybody know anything or can help me, I thought that he would be the one. He told me, he said, you write a letter, and he said you can either mail it or bring it in. And he said, you let us know what issues, that you are having. He said, now I can't go in there and just go to Richland Sheriff Department and say, oh, Miss Jameson having issues with y'all. I need to know why. He said, I can't do it like that. He said, I have to have it in your handwriting. And I stand in a court of law and said what I'm saying, what I'm telling y'all about SLED. And I told him how they was doing, and when he told me what to do. And then this is what he also stated. When I told him about the other friend that I knew on the unprofessionalism that he did and the damage that he did using his badge and his authority to mess with my personal information, his comment to me was, well, why would he jeopardize his job for you? I did not like that, not one bit, not at all. But you know what I did? I took it like a woman. He also stated to me, when I told him about my phone, and I couldn't even talk on the phone. That's how bad it was. And other people knew it. Now see, we all went to training. They teach us about interception, when the phone is being bugged and tampered with from an agency. They taught us this. So I believe the Lord put me there in the work in law enforcement, so I won't be no dummy when he used me to bring the evidence, all the evidence together against them. That's what I truly believe what he did. And he did a good job too. Now, he's going to tell me, well, first of all, they have to go through the congressman. They have to go through this here. They have to go through that. It's all this paperwork they have to go through. He said, I just get so tired of hearing people come to me with, people got my phone bug. They got this bug. They got that bug. Ain't no such thing as that because they got to go through too much paperwork. I didn't say anything because I knew my time was coming. God was going to fix that. The Lord was going to turn that around. See, the Bible says a time to speak and a time to keep silent. And that was my time to keep silent. Because I know the Lord was going to make it where it would have been, it's going to be my time to speak. And then he was going to be kept silent. So I didn't say anything. I said, okay. And I got in my vehicle. And when I got on 20s, when I left from SLED parking lot, this person followed me. That person followed me. It was just an on and on thing. You know, this one particular time, this white Ford Explorer, he didn't care. He was bold. He just followed me all the way to the 4-way stop sign. I guess if he realized he was in Lexington jurisdiction then, so he laid low. He stayed back. I said, look at this here. Look at this. And I got frustrated. I got tired of being followed. I got tired of I couldn't talk on the phone. And I didn't like the way the captain of SLED talked to me. So here it is. I couldn't talk to no one else, but only a few people. And then some things, you know, I just kept it to myself. And I told the Lord, I said, you know, I said, they got one more time to follow me. I said, when they follow me, I said, I'm going to get on the phone. I'm going to get on my cell phone. I said, I'm going to call 911. I said, I don't care if I'm in the middle of what kind of ever traffic. I said, I'm going to stop. I'm going to tell them I'm a single woman. I'm in the car. Someone followed me. I feel like my life is being threatened. And I need some help immediately. That's what I was planning on doing. And the Lord he knew I was serious about what I was saying. Because he knew they was going to follow me regardless. But you know what? The Lord stepped in immediately. The next day, I got in my vehicle to drive my truck. A deer hit it. And it got total. And the Lord blessed me with a brand new car. With OnStar inside of it. That's right. And I have it activated. So God, the Lord, is on my side. Kurt Carr, I thank the Lord for you. You made a song say, I seen him do it. That's my song. And one of the verses say, I have seen the most unlikable people do incredible things. That's what God did. And that's what he's doing with me. The most unlikable person doing incredible things. SLED, I just don't know what to say. I really don't. You know, I just don't. But when it was all said and done, I came back. And I had my letter, like the captain told me to. And I gave them a copy of what the Columbia Police Department had wrote. I gave them a copy of the incident report, so it can explain everything. And I went to the window where the receptionist was, and I told her, I said, I don't know the name of the captain of SLED, but he told me, said, if I bring that in, you know, I said, give it to him. I said, Lieutenant Horton. I like Lieutenant Horton. He's a very, Lieutenant Horton of SLED, he's real sweet. He's real nice. The way the captain talked to me, Lieutenant Horton of SLED, he wouldn't have talked to me like that. Because that's not his character. That's not his character. See, that's what I was saying. Y'all with those titles, y'all think y'all can just talk to people any kind of way. But one day y'all going to cross paths with the wrong person. And they're going to be nobody's fault but y'all's. Tell you, you better be careful who you be talking to any kind of way. So I gave, matter of fact, it was on March the 18th, between 10 and 10:30. I put it in a shotgun envelope, and I put on the lady asked me, she said, well, you know, we need you now. I said, oh, no, I ain't giving my number out no more. I just got my number changed. I wasn't going to do that. I put my email address on there. So after time went by, a few weeks, I think April had done come in, about almost close to the end of April. I went down there to check on the status. So they sent this other guy, African-American guy, I forgot his name, sent him out. So he's going to tell me that they received the paperwork, but it got lost. I told him, I said, no, that's not true. I said, one thing I know about law enforcement, either you have it or you done destroyed it. I say, ain't no such thing as lost. Nothing don't never get lost. Either you have it or you done strayed it. That's what you did. You destroyed it. And that's what they did. And the only person who could have done this was the captain, because I told the receptionist to personally make sure that he gets this, because he the one told me what to do. And that's what I did. I gave him a copy of the incident report, and I gave him a copy of the letter. Now, I had to go, I live in Lexington. I told the guy, I said, now, you tell me if I hadn't never came down here, y'all wouldn't have done anything. It just up and just gone, just disappeared. Y'all wasn't gonna do anything. And see, one thing about me, I hate, oh Lord, I hate a liar. I hate for someone to tell me to be untruthful to me. I really do. I really do. Even when I worked on my jobs, I tell the truth before I tell a lie, because I have seen people that been in law enforcement for 25 and 30 years. One lie, one, cost them their job for putting false information on incident reports. One. It ain't take number one time. So see, I learned not to do that. I learned not to do that. But they don't care. So I lived in Lexington. I told the guy, I said, well, I'll go home, I'll make another copy, and I'll bring it back. And that's what I did. Shortly, about a couple of days later, now the captain told me, say, if I put something in writing, that they will go and investigate Ridgeland Sheriff Department. That's what he told me. I didn't ask him for this information. He gave it to me. But when they destroyed the information that I gave to them, I get a letter. And I'm going to read this letter to y'all. Dear Miss Jameson, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, SLED, is in receipt of your complaint. SLED enters matter of criminal misconduct by government agency, corporations, or individuals only after a review by a solicitor, the Attorney General's office, or at the request of the law enforcement agency jurisdiction. Therefore, SLED will not conduct a criminal investigation into this matter. If you feel there is an issue with missing medical records, medical insurance fraud, you may be best assisted by contacting the Federal Department of Health and Human Services, oh Lord, or your insurance company in reference to this matter. If you have a complaint against the Ridgeland County Sheriff Office, you will need to refile your complaint with their Office of Internal Affairs. With best regards, John T. Bishop, Captain, Investigative Services, South Carolina Law Enforcement. I hope that y'all are getting the picture on what's going on here. in South Carolina. Now, I don't want nobody to get it wrong. I can't stop everybody from doing wrong. This is not what this is about. This is about corruption. There's some things that's going on that need to come to the light. That's what this is all about. Because see, if they're doing this to me, they done did it to other people too. I'm not the only one. They just probably too scared to bring it out to the open the way I'm doing it. That's what it is. But